Hello there, today I'm going to be doing another set review of the LEGO Ninjago Crystalized Kai's Golden Dragon Raider set 71773. That retails for 150 AUD, and is it 100 US? I can't remember exactly, but onto the review. Okay, first off we're going to be looking at the Vengestone Warriors, which you actually get two of in this set with the exact same weapon build of just this crystallized spear with obviously the like shorter lightsaber hilt, the kind of metal grey hilt, and the crystal blade piece. You actually do get enough spares to make a third one of these, so you can get three, but it's just spares. And I've gone over this figure in for most of the other reviews, because this figure comes in pretty much on every set except like two maybe. Alright, but this is a good figure. It's a good army builder. It is the non-canon variant, which doesn't, I guess, which I know to a lot of people it doesn't matter too much, but it's a good figure. It's a good little army builder. It's very detailed for what it needs to be, but it is a good figure. I've gone over it more in other reviews, but yeah. Alright, now we're on to the Vengestone Brute, which has a Vengestone crystal sword, and is just the exact same, except it uses the one with two translucent pink arms. And then this is the more canon variant, the guard with the armor pads, armor shoulder pad thingies, with the crystals coming out, is the canon variant. But this is, again, another good minifigure. It's a good arming build a bit. Yeah, on to the next figure. Alright, now we're on to the first of 4 exclusive minifigures, and this is Vengestone General Mr. F, and he has the shurikens of ice in this crystal blade piece, and it does not look good with the crystal, the shurikens on it, because, you know, the shurikens can't throw them. And in the show, he did just have one shuriken in one of his hands, but obviously it was all crystallized, so... Okay, so that's how he looks like with just one shuriken in one of his hands. It's alright, obviously it would be better if it was crystallized, but I guess... you either use this or just that, so unless you paint it or something, there's not much you can do. Alright, now this figure, just like all the other generals, does pretty much suffer from only having one new piece, and that is the eyes, which is just the regular Mr. E eyes, but instead of having it in red, it is in pink or purple. I think it's more of a pink bit. Yeah, that is a cool print, and they probably don't have the Mr. E face print still in production, because, you know, that was 4 years ago, so they would have had to make this new head anyway. But what really does kind of suck is that they reused the red visor instead of making it in trans pink, because this piece doesn't exist in trans pink. And the red visor just doesn't, like, it doesn't look bad, it's just that it's very, I don't know, the colors don't match, you know, because this is the only red in this figure. And if it was transparent, obviously, I think the helmet is another thing, because it is just a samurai helmet for the Oni masks, but with this on, and it doesn't look too good. I think if it was transparent and there was maybe something to cover the bottom as well, but it's not bad. I guess you could use the 2012 gunmetal grey samurai helmet that came on Gunmetal and Samurai X. That would maybe look better, but then they would have the little thingy on it, but I don't know. It's an alright figure. And obviously, just like all the other generals, it has the crystallized armor and the general torso and leg print. I have gone over this in a few other set reviews, and this is the last one I'm doing of the generals, so if you want to see my more in-depth thoughts, I guess, go to one of those videos, I guess. But it's a good bottom torso piece, and legs. It's just that, like all the other generals, Mr. F suffers from only having one new piece, and that is the head. Because if he had a new visor, that would be very much better looking. Alright, now we're on to Golden Dragon Zane, and he, obviously, in the instructions, they don't tell you to give him the shurikens, but you can give, you can give him the shurikens, and I've just given the shurikens, and, because you do get 4 shurikens in this set, along with 2 scythes of quakes, 2 hilts for the nunchucks of lightning, 2 of the samurai crown pieces, and you do finally get 2 swords of fire. Alright, but obviously, let's go on to the figure now. I'll just remove the shurikens just to have a better look, and I'm not sure if this is my favorite of the Dragon Ninja. I think so. They're all pretty good. Maybe Kai might be my favorite, but I think this one's also pretty cool. He's got a very nice head print. You do see the black of the torso go through there, but I guess that's something that can't really be helped. I guess unless they didn't print the black there or whatever. That's actually, I think what the black's for something so the machines can put the arms on right or something. I'm not sure, but oh, it just has the golden dragon hood with translucent blue and just has these wings in gold and blue, and does have the blue Technic pins, which is probably, this figure probably, they all have the blue Technic pins. This is probably the one where it looks the best one because Zane is blue here. It's obviously, it's not the right blue, but it's kind of close enough. It's got these, you know, the nice torso with the Ninjago and a lot of his Z on it, and all the gold detailing and all the icicle detailing. It's a pretty cool figure. Alright. Here's the bag printing, which also has a lot of reflective light. I don't know if it picks up too well on the camera. Alright, but yeah, the back print also has the Ninjago one of his, and this is a pretty cool, it's a very simple back print. I guess you can't really pick it too well on camera, but there's a lot of light, I guess a more lighter blue, but you can kind of see it on this side. I don't know, it's very light, it doesn't really pick up on the camera. But yeah, this is it's a good figure. All the golden dragon figures are very good. Let me just reassemble him, and yeah, they're all good figures. I think this might be my favorite, but they're all really good, so let's move on to the next figure. Alright, now we're on to the new version of Skylor, and I think this and the Vengestone Warriors, one of the ones I showed you earlier with the one great army, is actually the only two figures in this wave that are non-canon, because in the shirt Skylor just has this variant from 2018 with the 2017 legs. So this version actually never appeared on the hood, but it's still a good figure. The face is, it's cool. It's like got these like war marks on it, and it's an alright face print. It's probably not the best Skylor film. It's kind of just a weird smile. You get these golden ZX with shurikens, which, not shurikens, katanas. What are you doing, brain? Which, honestly, I think the figure probably looks better without these, or one of the golden shoulder pads that the ninja used this wave. And it's a nice back print. It does like this figure has no leg printing, but just like the last Skylor from 2018 as well. But overall, it's a good figure. It's just, yeah, it's not canon. It has no leg printing. It's fine. It's a good figure, but I guess if you don't have a Skylor, it's a good way to get it. Alright, now we're on to Kai, and just like what I said with Zane, they don't tell you to give him the sort of fire in the instructions, but you can. It does come with the set. And yeah, this is a good figure. He has the obviously the golden shoulder pad with the golden katana, the movie from the head, the movie head from 2017 that they've been using since 2017. It's a fine head. It's alright. They've been using it for a while because it's the generic tie-out. It's got the R from Ninjago for resistance. Just like, I think Skylor had it on one of the little pad thingies. And there is all this nice golden detailing armor, and these like sort of leg golden detailings and golden arms. You know, all the gold detailing. Okay, then there's obviously more golden detailing with this nice symbol here. I think it might be the Ninjago K. I think. I'm not sure. I think it might look different. That probably is what that is, though. But I think maybe it just looks different, or it's more stylized or something. But yeah, all the golden ninja suits are good. I've just had a lot of ninja suits over the years, so I don't have much to say because this one's good, but nothing spectacular, I guess. I don't know. I've just gotten used to having so many of these and seeing so many of these. They're good. I'm just a little tired of them, I guess, but they're cool. Alright, now we're on to the actual build itself, the Golden Dragon Raider, and this is a very weird and sort of like funky looking vehicle. Like, what the hell was this? But you can roll. It's decently big. You can move this back part here down so it can roll and look like that, and doesn't have, I think, yeah, these little wheels here to help it roll when it's like this, but very weird. I guess I'll get the front up and do a more aerial view. Yeah, it's... I guess we'll start here, which has this little thing here that you can sort of obviously move away, so you can get this little guy out, and he's like it's a little flyer. You can get the wings out. It can fly. And there's not too much there. There's just the detailing which moves. I guess there's a little technique, and you move this little back part here, and that moves the cannons and blades, which have spring-loaded shooters in them. You can also, I guess, move it front and have like a more armored appearance, but that looks a lot better. But again, you can get that armored appearance. Okay, alright, then there is this front section, which has the Resistance logo, the Ninjago R letter. You can move this up. It does have this little sticker here. That's like a little console. Let me see, can it focus? That has Mr. F on it. And let me just... I fricked the brightness. Come on, alright, get the brightness. Got on correct. What you can do is you can get both Skylor and Kai. You have to take Skylar's katanas out, and she sits there. I think you can, Kai, I think it fits with his katana on. So obviously if I had this sort of fire, I'm sorry, you can't put him with this sort of fire on. Well, you can, but you have to hold him like that. Great. And then the back here, as you can see here, you can put Skylar's katanas there and there. You can also do the same with, if you only want Kai in there, you can put Kai and his katana sort of fire here. Yeah, and I think probably the best, I think when it's like, when the legs are like, not the legs, the back are like that, I think that is probably when the vehicle looks the best. I don't know, the flat look doesn't look that good to me, but there's another part of this vehicle that can move, and that is the front. As you can see, I just got the spring-loaded shooters. What I think you're meant to do with this, maybe, is get the thing at the back and move these down. I guess you can also move this down. It can be like an, as I said before, armored. And now you have this sort of like weird like turret look. Like, I guess it's like, this is where maybe you would go into a mode and you would just continuously shoot it like something, like, I don't know, maybe a army of these guys to shoot at, which I don't think, yeah, that's too, that doesn't hit one of these guys in the ground, maybe the big Crystal King set, but yeah, very, it's a very weird looking build, like, and you know, it's not like you can just have one out and then drive, because if you continue to drive, as you can see, I'm very good at these LEGO reviews. I have actually, if you do one, like, yeah, if you, as you can see, if you have one here, it would actually go more to the left or right, so that's kind of cool. If you just put one out, it can go, alright. But only do it by one, because if you do it more, it will start to... Okay, be careful of, when you're putting these out, because it will set off the spring-load as soon as you have them fully back, and I just did it again while moving these out of the way, so I'll go get that now. Yeah, alright, now what I was about to show you is if you have both of them out like that, it will just continue to go into that and like headbutt the ground. I guess you can't really do the same going backwards. It's a very funky set. That's kind of what I have to say about Giant's Golden Dragon Raider. It's a funky looking thing, and I guess I'll go into my final thoughts. Alright, now into my final thoughts. And, as I said before, this is a very funky set. It's very, unique looking. I don't know how to feel about it. It's kind of cool. I don't know, I guess if you're an older Ninjago collector, it looks funky. It's a good, I guess it would be good for a, a kid to play with. I think that's good about it, but, obviously, one thing that I haven't really talked about so far, at least I did it once it started, is the price. This thing is very overpriced. It's 150 AUD, dollary dues. That's way too much for this thing. I luckily got a big W for a hefty discount of, it was 87 because it had a Christmas sale or whatever, and I was like, yeah, that's good. So I would only recommend this set if you find it on discount like I did, because for full price, this thing is very overpriced and not worth it, but again, if you can get it as a discount, it is a pretty good toy. I don't know, I guess if you're an older collector like me and want it to display and you're not a completionist like I am, there's probably better sets because it doesn't look that good. And the figures are good, but like, unless you really want the Golden Dragon Zane, or if you don't have a Skylor, honestly, if you really want Skylor, maybe get the one of the previous ones off the secondary market, and the Mr. F here is not that good. If you really do want a Mr. F, you probably could just, use the one with the helmets, or you can probably just bricklink the pieces, and if you have like a spare Mr. EIs from 2018, you can just use that and not notice any difference. But it's, you do get three. I think this and the Golden Dragon is the most of the Vengestone dues that you get. So if you want all of these, this is the second best set to army build. But I don't know, this is a very weird set. It's not bad, but it's very overpriced and it's very weird and unique. So yeah, I don't know, it's good, but very weird and overpriced. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. Bye.